Hello, welcome to video 7 UiPath Studio Overview. Um, I think we'll have to add a few notes to our last video discussing the UiPath object repository. I just want to add two things because I felt the last video was getting too long. Number one is if you want to publish this app that we developed, this calculator app, this object repository, to the Orchestrator as a library, you want to hit this right corner where it says extract as UI library project, this downward arrow. When you hit that, it's going to give you a pop-up that do you want to create a new UI library, and all you will have to do is go ahead and create, and then it's going to say I've created it, do you want to open one now? You say yes. So this will open a completely new instance of UiPath Studio. When you do that, you're going to have to publish this, right, to the orchestrator. And to do that, you basically, check that the name is correct, hit the next button, be sure, I don't know if you want, I wouldn't recommend you do it this way, just publish to Orchestrator tenant libraries feed, and there's nothing else to add, just publish. So that way, we'll talk about that in more advanced classes. Other people can access it and use it as a tool in their automations, okay? So when it's done, it'll let you know by giving you this pop-up. You can say, okay, so I'm going to close this now. That's the calculator descriptors process that we just created. It's a UI library process. And then we'll go back to, let's go back to the former process, my first process that we were working on, the one that we're using to explore UiPath Studio. So it's loading. My first process is the one we want. It'll take us back to where we stopped. So that's the first thing. I've shown you how to create a UI library from the object repository we created. The second thing is that, I don't know if you remember, in our, I think it was video 3, I talked about, or video 2, I talked about snippets, the snippets panel, where, frequently used items, such as like delay for 1 second, delay for 5 seconds, and other frequently used items, they're all there. So that you can just drag it into your automation if you need them. Now, if you think that this thing you have created is one such thing, all you have to do is right click on it and say add to snippets. That is, if you think that is something that people will frequently use in your organization, such as the login to ERP example I showed in the last video, just click add to snippets and it will join the party, right? So other people will be able to use it from here too, all the stuff you've created, right? So with those things, those two things being said, I think at this level, you have more than enough knowledge about what an object repository is. The key thing to note is that if you find something that is reusable by everyone in your organization that you need to create, instead of you duplicating the effort, you use the object repository to create it, and then you publish it either to the orchestrator as a UI library, as we just did earlier on, or move it into the snippets as a frequently used item so that other people can access it on demand. Okay, so that'll be all for this video. I'll see you in video 8. Thank you.